My plan was to head up the Caribou Pond Road, and we were going to do South Crocker, Crocker, and Reddington today. But we just turned into Caribou Pond Road, and it is definitely not plowed this winter. It is a snowmobile trail, and just pulled out the maps. That's gonna add about 4.5 miles each direction, so 9 miles total onto what was already a 9 or 10 mile day. So we're on to plan B. Who knew that today's challenge would be plowing? We are at plan B. We're on Rapid Stream Road headed up towards Mount Abraham. And we hit a point here where someone's made it through. It looks like just scraping the bottom of their truck probably on the snow. Someone had plowed it a while back, but I could make it a little ways with the Subaru, I'm sure, but if there's no turnaround point, I don't know, it just looks a little sketchy. So here we are, 2 miles from the trailhead. So at minimum, we're gonna be adding an extra 4 miles onto today. So things aren't going exactly as we had hoped this morning, but hopefully once we get up on the mountain, it'll be really nice. Yeah, so time to get our gear on and hit the trail. We're a bit over a half mile in. I've warmed up already, so time to take my outer layer off. But despite the extra miles, I am very, very glad that we're on snowshoes, because I'm not sure if you can tell, but this truck that came through was sliding on and off the road. And as much as I trust my Subaru, this would not have been good for it. So we made the right call, and we're making good headway already. So things are looking up. Pronounce the mountain a couple different ways today. It's spelled Mount Abraham, but the locals all pronounce it Mount Abram. Here's a sign spelled Mount Abram. You guys let me know what the proper pronunciation is. I'm sure some of you are locals to the area, and we'll make sure we get it right. Okay, the flat approach is over. It ended up being 2.5 miles instead of the 2 miles, but that's all right. Now we've just got 3.9 up to the summit. It's gonna be time to throw my snowshoes back on. It doesn't look like it's been super broken out. It looks like maybe 1 or 2 people have come through, but we're gonna have to pack it down a little bit more with our snowshoes. But first, time for a little snack break, the first of the day. two things. One, forgot to mention in my intro earlier because I was so wound up about the snowplow situation, but today is Valentine's Day, so poor Christine is out here suffering with me, but we do have to make it back because we have a dinner reservation tonight at 8:15. So there's a reward at the end of the day. Meanwhile, we're about 5 miles in currently. The concerning part is we're still just under 2,000 feet of elevation. So in the final 2 miles here, we'll be climbing 1,000 feet a mile. And the trail's going down or flat currently. So we really need to start gaining elevation soon. Made it.
Hey, Dad.
Steep. Thank you, Christine, for breaking trail up this. Oh, at least we're gaining altitude now. I never feel like a GoPro can fully do justice to vertical slopes, but it has gotten really steep. Christine is probably 12 feet above me and 15 feet in front of me. So it's getting pretty steep here. But the good news is I think it's less than a half mile till we pop out at treeline. And one of the great things about Mount Abraham is how low treeline comes. So we hit it at around 3,200 feet, and then we'll have awesome views for the last 800 feet of climbing. So there's something to look forward to. And there's blue sky up there. It is a little windy sounding, but I think it'll be nice.
Go.
Starting to get some views out through the trees. Oh, we're getting there, but it is a slog today. The footing is very difficult, but we're getting there. We'll make it. So right around this corner behind me is treeline, and it is blustery. We can just hear the wind ripping through the trees. So throw on a puff. Time to put on the big shell, hard shell. Block the wind. I might open the vents on it to get a little bit of breathing, just because we will still be climbing here. Look how fast those clouds are moving. That's unbelievable. What? All right. If you can hear me over the wind, a little update. This isn't usually what I would do in the mountains. Wouldn't recommend it. But Christine was not feeling comfortable up here. Her snowshoes did not have good grip. So I just watched Christine go down. She's basically back at treeline, and I'm like a quarter mile from the summit, but I keep falling into drifts that are chest deep, and there's no broken trail. I can't find the cairn. Dying, so I'll try to capture the video now on my phone. But basically, I'm somewhere less than a quarter mile from the summit, tantalizingly close, but I think I need to turn around. I think I recorded this part on the GoPro, but Christine got kind of freaked out. She couldn't get good grip with her snowshoes on this steep snowfield. And so she made the call to turn around, made sure she made it back to the tree line. And I pushed on since it wasn't too far, but for safety's sake, today I've been falling chest deep, even with my snowshoes on, into drifts, and none of the cairns are visible, so I've just been going off of memory and checking my GPS regularly to stay on trail. But I think sometimes the right call is to turn around. So, also bummed. 14 miles without a summit. But hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. And that's the reality. I think part of this series, my goal was to showcase that winter adventure in Maine is real and just as good as out west. And I think today with the 50, 60 mile per hour winds and deep snow up here, it really showcases that it is serious. The consequences are serious, and you gotta make the right decisions. So the right decision for me today, head down. Talk to you later. Now that I'm back at treeline and the GoPro's warmed up in my pocket for a minute, hopefully I can talk without it turning off. That was quite an experience up top there. Yeah, probably 60 mile per hour winds. This horrible breakable crust with 5 or 6 feet of snow under it in places. And I was full body post holing, and then I'd get up to mid chest, kind of have to swim out of the I wish the GoPro was able to stay on for more than like 10 seconds at a time. I would have showed you how tough it was up there. But now we're headed down with our tails between our legs, I guess. But I'm also really proud of the decisions we made. I think we both turned around at points where we were starting to feel uncomfortable, and that's the key thing to do in the mountains. Well, we've come down the steep part of the mountain now. We just have a handful of flat miles to kind of trek out back to the car, but figured I'd do a little video ending here. In short, it was one of those days where everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It started with us trying to do the crockers, only to realize that that whole road had not been plowed and the planned 8 miles would have been more like 18. So we quickly pivoted to plan 2, which was coming up Abram here, and got a later start as a result of having to switch plans and drive an hour in between. Also, this road was not plowed, had an extra 5 miles here, got up to the ridge line, and things just didn't work out for us today. So I guess unfortunately I will have to be back to Abrams. It is a bear in the winter. I've done it a couple times in the summer and didn't feel as hard for me, but it was brutal today. So yeah, stay tuned for the next time we come back, and stay tuned for more videos in this series. Just got back to the car. As you can probably tell, it is just starting to get dark, but luckily we made it with a little light left. Hell of a day out there. Hope you appreciated the story, and hope you don't mind that we didn't summit. Personally, we think we made the right choice, but would be interested in your feedback. And please, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much, and please stay tuned for the next mountain.